Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome to possibly the most sacrilegious video you will ever watch on this channel, you know? Haven't done one like it before, probably won't do another one after like it, but actually no, I probably will. Yeah, I really like this kind of stuff. I like researching these kinds of videos, you know, and give you guys some new knowledge. And yeah, I think some of you may have already seen this one coming, you know, because I recently finished playing Rise, Son of Rome, you know, so why did I hit my tripod? My nails scraped the tripod. And to wrap it up, you know, before giving you guys a review of the actual game, I wanted to talk about something that I actually made a reference to in another video some time ago. I forgot which one it was. I can't keep track, you know. It's you do as many videos as I do on this platform, you can't keep track anymore, guys. That's how workaholic I am. So anyway, today I'm going to be talking about the most powerful entity in all of Roman mythology. You know, in their religion, their folklore, and their history, their most powerful god is called Jupiter, which would be the equivalent of Zeus in Greek mythology, or, well, God, you know, in Christianity and Catholicism, you know, and Allah in... is that Buddhist? No, that's not Buddhism. Chazzy, you just said something really stupid. I don't know, whatever the hell the dudes over there in the Arabians, I forgot their religion. I'm sorry if that comes off as insensitive, but Allah is their essentially their version of God, you know, in their own religion. Now here's the thing, it was really hard to research this topic because there is so much information here, you know. It's really hard to memorize anything involving this, so if you guys please forgive me, I'm going to be using my tablet, okay, as a cheat sheet, you know. I have a lot of stuff here, you know, and I couldn't even try to write down like I couldn't even try to isolate anything, you know, because it's really hard. It's a lot of information about Jupiter. So let's talk about him, you know. He is the god of the sky, you know, and thunder, and the king of the gods in ancient Roman religion and mythology, you know. He was the... I like how they're saying was, like he died or something, like he was a real actual person. He was the chief deity of Roman state religion throughout the Republican and the Imperial eras until Christianity became the dominant religion of the empire. Okay, so that explains it, you know. He was considered to be the chief of the gods until the actual god came in and, you know, like just said, you know, get out of here. Okay, and in Roman mythology, he negotiates with... No, what happened? Sorry. He negotiates with Numa Popilius, the second king of Rome, to establish principles of Roman religion such as offering or sacrifice, you know. So yeah, he pretty much literally is, you know, Zeus, you know, to the Romans, you know. And his symbol is the lightning bolts, the eagle, and the oak tree, you know. His parents are Saturn and Oph. Interesting. Here we go. Look at this. I have a few equivalents here. The Greek equivalent is Zeus. The Etruscan equivalent is Tinia. The Hinduism equivalent is Indra or Pita. The Canaanite equivalent is Baal. The Mesopotamian equivalent is Enlil and Hadad. And the Hurrian equivalent is Tashub. Very, very interesting. I'm like freaking, because I just had some yogurt, so I'm kind of hiccuping here. He is thought to have originated as an aerial god, so we're talking about like Yu-Gi-Oh levels of Slifer the Sky Dragon now. The dude is flying in the sky, you know, bringing down his might, you know, his stuff and all of those things there, you know, and the emblems. I'm a little confused now. But anyway, before I continue, take a look at some artists' renditions of what Jupiter, I was about to say Zeus, of what Jupiter may or would have looked like, you know, if he was actually a real thing. So apparently Jupiter was also very involved in the political affairs of Rome, you know. He was really, really heavily involved in their politics, their government, you know, because here the Romans believed that he actually granted them supremacy because they had honored him more than any other people had, you know, and he was the fount of the auspices upon which the relationship of the city with the gods rested. He personified the divine authority of Rome's highest offices, internal organization, and external relations, and his image in the Republican and Imperial capital bore regalia associated with Rome's ancient kings and the highest consular imperial honors. So it's pretty much like he was kind of like hold on a second, I tried to see something else here, it didn't work out. Here we go. So basically he was kind of like not just a god to be worshipped, but sort of like the highest political deity, you know, in the Senate, almost like I believe that the Romans considered him to be kind of like an actual participating political figure. So maybe before taking a decision, like the Senate would decide something, the courts would decide something, you know, there was a whole probably a governmental system upon which their decisions were based, but they would probably take all of their decisions to Jupiter. You know, they would pray to him collectively, you know, and of course, like, it really goes on what you believe in, you know, because I'm a really big fan of Greek mythology, Roman mythology too, but I prefer the Greek ones, you know. But I think that it all comes down to what you believe in. Like, there have been stories and tales of Jupiter gracing the people with his presence, you know, coming down, and I'm guessing he would come to them in his form and try to speak to them and give them advice on political affairs and whatnot, you know. And he might have been a trickster like Zeus himself, who disguised himself as a human to sleep with a woman and impregnate her with a son, you know. So it really depends on what stories you read, you know. But in general, Jupiter is considered to be the most powerful deity, you know. It's like when you play God of War and you get to the third game and you finally kill Zeus, you know. You killed the most powerful deity in Greek mythology, you know. And I think it would actually be interesting if God of War explored a little bit of this, you know. Like, we have done Greek mythology and God of War, and now recently Norse mythology, but what if you tried to do something related to Roman mythology, you know? Like, I understand that it's essentially the same gods, the same characters and entities, you just change their names, but I don't know, I still think it would be really cool, you know, to kind of see, you know, what it would be like, you know, to explore something, like, even if you go back and retell the same stories but from a Roman perspective, you know. So like, instead of fighting Zeus, you fight Jupiter, you know. There are different gods that you can explore there too, and I think Roman mythology is just as rich as the Greek mythology, you know, even though they're kind of similar, you know, or they might even be the same thing. I'm not exactly that big of a history buff in that department, but anyway, take a look here at some statues around the world of the god Jupiter. But anyway, according to myths and legend, you know, he is depicted as the twin of Juno in a statuette Priime that showed them nursed by Fortuna Primedia, and an inscription that is also from the same place says that Fortuna was Jupiter's firstborn child, you know. So, oh my god, how do I say this woman's name? Jacqueline Champilleux sees this contradiction as the result of successive different cultural and religious phases, in which a wave of influence coming from the Hellenic world made Fortuna the daughter of Jupiter. The childhood of Zeus is an important theme in Greek religion, art, and literature, but there are only rare or dubious depictions of Jupiter as a child. So we're establishing Zeus and Jupiter as two different gods now. I thought they were the same, but he was the equivalent of the thing. This is getting really freaking confusing. But anyway, so the thing is that Jupiter was considered, in my own opinion, not really my opinion, but in my own viewpoint, Jupiter was considered to be the god of all the gods, you know. So he was literally the one who, I'm guessing that in the Roman religion, he was the one who created, you know, the world, because he was like the god of the sky. So he was the supreme ruler of everyone, you know. And he, like, I would imagine that he, what is the Rome equivalent of Mount Olympus? Because the Greeks had the place called Mount Olympus where they would consider to be the house of the gods, you know. We've seen this a lot in Hercules movies, you know, where he goes there to see Zeus, his father. So I mean, what would be the Rome equivalent of this? You know, I'll probably look this up later, you know, and probably address it in a different video because I'm not gonna have time now. But he was definitely the chieftain of the gods, you know. He was the one who commanded everyone, and if there was ever a rebellion to attempt to overthrow him, I'm pretty sure he would pull a Zeus, you know, and throw his freaking thunderbolts at everyone, you know, and just freaking burn everyone and make them become the lower extremities of the ranks, because the gods, man, you know, you don't mess with the gods. Okay, I gotta be honest, I'm starting to kind of drag on a little bit here because I don't really have too much information, you know, but I still hope you guys enjoyed the video anyway, you know. It's one of those that, like, it may seem like I didn't try that much, you know, but I still wanted to give you guys this video. I wanted to read some tidbits of info here. I don't find him too interesting. I would have preferred to do a video about Zeus, you know, but because I've been playing Rise, Son of Rome, it would make more sense to do a video about Roman mythology in general, you know. So I just wanted to give you guys a little tidbit of info here, you know. Maybe in the future, when I have more time and patience, I will come back and do another video expressing more information about Roman culture, give you guys some more detailed stuff, which I think you do deserve. But I still hope you like this one because it's been a long time coming. So that's it, guys. I wanted to tell you a little bit about Jupiter and whatever god you worship anywhere out there in the world. just be careful, you know, respect other people's opinions, especially when it comes to religion. We have to be really respectful, you know, and that's what I can offer you guys right now. Okay, so I'm gonna be going now, guys. Gonna be recording another one that I hope is gonna be much more interesting. I'm really excited to do it. I'm really amped to give you guys this info in the next video. So that's it for now. This is Chazzy signing out for now, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video.